A good gain there on first down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. This defense, they
maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. They go play action here on first down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just
pick up on first down. Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Marvin. Interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson, he's got his man. It's Andrews. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield.
But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go play action with Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight
down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down at 4. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. A giant hole up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Play action. Now Jackson on the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He'll drop to throw. It's complete to Cook. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Sanders, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Miles Sanders, his third touchdown. Tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 41 yards on the ground for him so far. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This will be fielded at the 17. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's 2nd and a yard. Give to Cook out of the gun.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's as they set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage. That was not an easy one to hold on to. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well. Go to something else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he's got the hook up to McLeod. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Snags it from the pick. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And, Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll run with Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one, deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Jackson will throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Jackson now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now left side on the swing pass. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to pick up 4th down. Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So a response there to the touchdown in the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown. But the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Flush to his right. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Titans. That's the end of the 3rd.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st down, here's the run with Cook.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. And
here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll look to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go! Let's go! I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll run with Sanders. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Cook. Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson.
And that nearly intercepted. Or the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
2nd and 7.
They run it again with Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 14. Mike 14. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, report. Report. Mike 14. Hey, they scared.
Jackson. Flushed out right. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds. 20 seconds to go as he does pick up a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tennessee, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a slip-up that could cost them as they drop now to 12-3. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.